Hello everyone, welcome back to A Date with Deb. I'm so excited. I do nothing but, I've been thinking about this game for so long, and I'm just so hyped. I'm so unbelievably hyped. Let's get into this day 3. I actually did it wrong. So we already did all the stuff we were supposed to do in the room for day 3. So we just get to chat with our little boy. And I'm so excited because he's really cute. It said we got new stuff last time, I think. Bark. I didn't say that. That's a big bark from me. That man is fine. Okay. Yeah, let's begin the chat room. Mortal. Now it's black. Do not call upon me this day. Adhere to my words, else I shall else a curse shall befall you. What? Hello? Steve? This just makes me want to send more messages. Warning. Error, system malfunction. Force restart. The screen of your computer goes dark. No matter how many times you press the on button, it won't turn back on. Frustrated, you contemplate once again throwing your laptop out the window and decide against it. Who can afford a new laptop in this day and age? No, for real, they're so expensive. You're waiting there for like 25 minutes when a ding from your computer gets your attention. Slowly boots back up. But you're not greeted by your desktop. Instead, you see a call already connected. Why are you incapable of listening? No following a single simple instruction. I swear you really don't listen purposefully. Yeah. Why is your camera off? And what did you do to my computer? It is none of your business. You are not meant to admit to it. What am I supposed to do with you? Kiss. What did he ask me? Is it not? I very clearly said for you to not call upon me. Well, technically I didn't. I only messaged you. And I didn't even send. Why did that happen? I obviously meant do not disturb me. Do not call me, do not message me. Yet you could not seem to understand something so simple. So I simply disabled the functions. Even that did not deter you. Okay, but why? Does this have something to do with your camera being off? Why are you being extra edgy right now? Is everything alright? Are you okay? It is nothing to worry about. What happened? What makes you think there's a problem? Maybe I simply want a day of peace and quiet. Two things you're notoriously bad at. You say that and yet you called me anyway. So it makes me think something happened. It seems your skills of abduction are adequate at least. So what's wrong? I do not wish to discuss the matter. Somehow I missed your face, you know. How about turning your camera on? Ren? No, I prefer not to. It isn't a good idea at the moment. What's that supposed to mean? Are you hurt? I suppose you could say that. Really? Grim? Stop yelling. My mind just needs to stabilize itself, so to speak. Your mind? Yes, there's something wrong with your hearing today. Or perhaps there's a parrot in the call with us. Your sass hasn't been hurt, I see. I simply need to replenish my energy. You wouldn't understand. That I can understand. You should have a nap. It would only help partially. I just need to rebalance. It's nothing personal, sorry. You're making me worry more. I just need some time, which is why I told you before to leave me alone today. To rebalance? Yes, my soul's been spent too heavily today. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what you're talking about. Let us resume via text. Okay. Oh, he hung up on us. Big question marks. This will work better. You're simply too bright. Like the sun, I know. Too bright. Like sunlight. I would fucking go feral for someone who called me sunlight. Sunlight, sunshine, I don't care. The sun, I would die. Oh, it's so cute. Blindingly so. I would marry this man. What? I didn't say that. I can't decide if you mean that as a compliment or an insult. Honestly, how can someone's aura be so intense and yet be so not? I'm unsure. What are you talking about? You're an enigma to me. You're saying crazy things, but you're being extra strange today. What do you mean by aura? You wouldn't understand. After all, your eyes cannot see what mine see. Your aura, your soul is like a mirage. I see. No, you do not. It's beyond unusual. Most living creatures have solid color that surrounds them. Most? Most, yes. Some with a stronger connection to the beyond may have an aura with multiple colors, but the color is still solid anyway. Always. Ah, I still don't understand. Do you have an eye condition? What? No, you're not paying attention properly. Just listen. Your aura, since we first spoke, I've been studying it. It does not resemble a living being's aura at all. Dude, are we a god? Are you trying to tell me I'm dead? You are not dead. The aura of the dead is like smoke, I suppose. It has a strong stench and it's thick. Yours is not like that either. So, what's my soul like then? Like sunlight shining through a fog. He's in love with me. He wants to smooch. But when I look closer, it's like a mirage. Like, it's there, but it's not. The colors are strong, yet empty. That seems like a contradiction to me. That's why it's like a mirage. It doesn't make sense. Have you been cursed? Or maybe made a blood promise and then broke it? A curse? I don't think so. And you have made no promises vowed on blood? I think I would remember if I had, so no. Indeed, you would have known if you had, and the consequences of breaking them are severe. I will have to rule both of these out then. Rule them out? Of what exactly? Can you explain what you're talking about, Grim? All this talk of curses and blood promises is something out of fiction, completely not real. It is very real. You just haven't lived a life where you have witnessed nor participated in such things. How do I get you to understand? If you start making sense, then I'll understand. I have an idea. You know what? After this whole weird conversation, I don't know if I like the thought of you having an idea. You still do not believe my words. Can I try? I can try. I suppose it will have to do. So what's this idea of yours then? I'm going to channel some of my life force into you. Didn't you just say you retired? I don't think that's a good idea. What? Then maybe you will take me seriously. As a Reaper, it will pose no challenge to me, in theory. How exactly does one channel life force? And what does that even mean? I know I've been playing along with your whole Grim Reaper thing, but you've just gotten a buttload stranger. I have not lied to you even once since we've met. If you want me to prove that, then look into my eyes. I will form a connection between us. Right, I see. The eyes can be seen as a gateway into one's soul. And it is necessary to form the bridge between us. A bridge, of course. Can it be a pretty bridge? Can't say guys ever wanted to make a mind bridge with me before. Can it be a pretty bridge? If that makes you happy, sure. It's a pretty bridge. Yes, this should work. Once a connection is formed, I'll transfer part of my consciousness to you. Oh, brilliant. Is this like a demon possession? Truthfully? I suppose so, yes. They are quite similar. That's comforting. It's first time for everything, I guess. Let's say you're not lying. What will happen to me? Nothing bad will happen unless you resist me once a connection is made. And if I do resist, your mind will simply break apart and fracture. I'm stronger, and your mind will not be able to fight back against me. Challenge accepted, nerd. I'm strong as heck. Fracture? What does that mean? Your mind would fall apart. You'll simply lose the ability to understand life. Essentially, you will lose yourself. I wouldn't be me anymore? No. You'd be a husk, an empty shell of yourself. Typically a perfect vessel for a human to inhabit. A demon, not a human, Mobby. And they really are a hassle to deal with, so let's not do that, yeah? So this is a consensual possession, huh? And if I change my mind, boom, demon time? When you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm doing something forbidden. Possession sounds pretty forbidden, not gonna lie. It doesn't fall under the classification of possession unless I forcibly take control of your body. So you aren't breaking any underworld rules or anything? You're not gonna answer me? Shall we begin? So he's totally breaking rules. Still no camera? Really? Ugh, I suppose it is needed. Fine, whatever. What's the problem, Bob? Everything still looks hot. Happy now? Very. Where are these injuries then? What? You said it is not something visible to the eye, nor is it anything for you to think heavily on, so no need to bring it up. Can't you just tell me? See, I'll worry otherwise. The anticipation of not knowing is too much. I don't like thinking you're hurt and not understanding how. I don't like thinking you're hurt and not understanding. It's simply my mind. Your mind? Should this mind connection joiny thing not wait then? You know, until you've recovered? That's what I was saying. Want to make it worse? I suppose that would be the sensible thing to do. But it is nothing I haven't dealt with before. Let's go ahead with it. Is this not dangerous for your health? As long as we don't devolve into your mind too deep, it will be fine. Well, if you say so. Just... Yes. Don't look away until the connection is formed. How will I know when it's formed? You will feel it. And I shall tell you, of course. What about that resistance? Once I've connected to you, my conscience will merge with yours. Dude, we're gonna be kissing on the inside. I like that for me. I want to be kissing on the inside with our souls. You should feel me around you. Just don't try to push me away. If you try to force me out, it will cause an imbalance of our connection. Are you gonna take control of my body? Don't be ridiculous. This isn't some party trick. You want me to prove I'm serious, and I want answers. This is mutually beneficial. So once you're in, what are you gonna do exactly? Look for answers. How? 9 hells. You ask so... Oh, 9 hells. You ask so many questions. I'm about to hypothetically let you into my mind. Of course I have questions. It almost sounds like I really believe you. Maybe I'm the real crazy one. I'm going to examine your aura, feel it, smell it. Surely you could have phrased that a little better. And maybe it will give me answers on what is stopping me from completing this godforsaken task. Wait a second. So, as you keep mentioning that you want to, you know, kill me, is this actually a ploy for you to take my soul? I suppose that's a fair comment. I will do nothing to harm you. You can trust me. Trust the guy that wants to take my soul. Right. I cannot lie. I will not touch a single hair on your head. Fine. I believe you. No, we're just gonna believe him. I don't think he's lying. Well, are you prepared? Come at me, Grim. Stay still and prepare yourself. Nearly there. Grim? Shh, don't break my concentration. Are you sure this is stop wiggling? You're causing irreparable damage. You will cause irreparable damage and it will be your fault entirely. I will not feel sorry for you. Just keep your eyes on me. Oh, say less. Say less. I am. There you are. Oh, I'm in hell. Ah, everything's ugly. Ah. Oh. Whatever that said. The connection is stable, which is lucky, by the way, because of all your wiggling. Dude, what is going on? Huh? It feels cold. You feel cold. What? I'm cold? That's you, right? That cold feeling? I'm surprised you can feel that. Our connection is stable, sure, but... You were serious this whole time? You're You're actually the Grim Reaper? Yes. I told you, now you look somewhat foolish, don't you? Nothing new there. Period. As I've been telling you this entire time, I am always truthful. It seems that you finally start to believe me. How could that be possible? That question is bigger than you or I. It simply is. Anyway, do you feel that? The connection. I feel it, like a pull. Good. Can you see through my eyes? How does this work? Not until I transfer part of my consciousness into you. You haven't done that yet? No. All I've done is link us together. Think of it as a bond of sorts. Oh, this is like some alpha omega shit. Part of myself will flow through your aura, and then my conscious will be inside you. Then I could technically see through your eyes. Of course, that makes perfect sense. Obviously. So much sense. More sarcasm, how fascinating. Grim? Yes. What if my mind? You will be fine. The bridge between us is quite stable. It seems you and I are suited to each other. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Okay, I believe you. Good. This is a sort of partnership between the two of us. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Does that mean I get to keep my soul? It means you get to keep it today. Is that good enough? I suppose. Anyway, how do we do this? Picture our connection. A bridge. A pretty bridge. Oh yeah, it's a huge bridge. Very impressive. Congratulations. On one side is yours and the other is mine. I am simply going to walk across the bridge with part of my conscience. What do I do? When I tell you to, simply close your eyes. But hold tight to the handles, okay? That's the pull of my mind. What happens if I let go? Then you can say bye-bye to your mind as you know it. Okay, let's try to avoid that then. Do not let go, for crying out loud. Gotcha. Don't let go. On it, boss. What would happen to you, though? Like, hypothetically, I would pull out of your mind. No doubt pulling parts of you out when I do so. I'll hold on tight. Good choice. I'm going to begin crossing. Take a deep breath and remain calm. Okay. Close your eyes. Okay. When I've made it across, you can open them again. Huh. That doesn't make sense. Interesting. I'm across. Open your eyes, mortal. How do you feel? Kind of full? Well, you have a little more soul than usual in you right now. So let's take a look at that aura of yours up close. Ah. What is it? How could that... Wait a second. I can hear you in my head. Yes. I should have mentioned that this connection has benefits and drawbacks. It's not permanent. Amazing. My talents are amazing, yes. Thank you for noticing. That's not what I was saying, but okay. No, not you. Not your talents. It's amazing that this is possible. Yes, thanks to my talents. I'm very talented after all. Talented and amazing and all of that. So you can see my aura? I can see it, yes. Mind you, I could see it before too. Now I can feel it. Now I can feel it, I suppose. It feels, sparse? Not exactly what I'd want a pretty man to call me, but okay. I said your aura was sparse, not you. And pretty, come on. I'm sure you could think of a better descriptive word for me. No, pretty is perfect, babe. Pretty is perfect. Anyway, it's not necessarily bad, but it's unusual. I can't say I know what it means. Hey, why the hell are you pulling that ugly face? What, ugly? I am far from ugly. I didn't say you were ugly. I said you're making an ugly face. Fine. What was with the face? It's bright. You're bright. I've told you already, pay more attention. You really don't like the light, do you? Do you sparkle in the sunlight like that vampire from the movies? What? No, it's just... It hurts my eyes to look too closely, that's all. I'm just a little sensitive, okay? I bet you are. Be careful not to damage your eyes then. Yeah. Don't look too close, alright? Fantastic advice, except I must look closely if I am to work out exactly what is wrong with you. But if it hurts you, that makes me feel kind of bad. I'll deal with it. So are souls supposed to be that bright? Sometimes souls can shine or glow like yours. It's rare, but not unheard of. What? I didn't mean... I meant my eyes, But, yours doesn't look the same, nor feel the same as anyone else's. Maybe you should try smelling it. You did say you were gonna do that, right? It has no scent. Whew, I was worried it smelled like them eggs that I ate last night. Oh, yeah, we can both be thankful that was not the case. What the lack of smell tells us that you are indeed not cursed, which is good, but it doesn't explain anything. Close your eyes again, it'll help me concentrate. Looking at my eyes is that distracting, huh? What the? What is it now? Grim. Open. Give me the diagnosis, Doc. In all of my years, I've never seen anything like it before. Are you gonna tell me what's wrong? It's you? Me? Close your eyes again. What? No, start explaining. Just do as you're told. You can say please, you know. Please. Oh, say less, pretty man. There's no one better on your plane or mine than I. I am everything people should strive to be. Steve at it again. Gotta keep this man humble. I am the best of the best. I like the positivity. It is an undisputable fact. Yet, I cannot make any sense of this. Maybe you're not the best of the best then? Nonsense, that is not an option. If anything, this is a problem with you, not me. Wow. Your aura, it pulses and ebbs. Pulses? When you close your eyes, yes, it pulses. Open them again for me. And now? Now it ripples. The colors flow like oil on water. Maybe something is protecting me? Is there something you need protection from? Well, you? I won't harm you. I told you as such. Well, I was more thinking all that stuff that's trying to hit me every day. Yeah, you won't harm me this time. But you're still after my soul, right? Correct. But not today. I am still not at my full strength. And I believe you, for now. So no answers? You can't rush perfection. No, but I can rush you. I will look into it more later. There must be something mentioned in a tome somewhere. Pulsating auras, and there's your other issue. Other issue? Until I understand what's going on, it's best you don't ask questions. I know, that will be difficult for you. Out of all the mortals in existence, you must be the one who asks the most questions. Why can't I ask questions? Would you look at that? Another question. Bleh. Knowledge is dangerous, especially if it's wrong. So, you'll tell me once you know more? Perhaps. Maybe if you behave. Or beg. I'd rather not. Then perhaps I'd rather not tell you. That's not fair. The only thing fair in life is death. Okay, very funny. I think it's time for me to go. Time is ticking. Now? So suddenly? I need rest. And I need answers. The answers will be coming first. Take care of yourself, okay? My well-being comes second to my responsibility. But thank you. I appreciate it. Get some rest, please. The responsibility of being the Grim Reaper? That is correct. I still can't believe it. I feel like I should be worried for my soul, but you're not very threatening. I can be plenty threatening if I want to be. You just haven't seen that side of me yet, and I hope not to. Then show it to me. Not today. Then I don't believe you. Mortal, I do not lie. That's exactly what a liar would say. I'm hanging up now. Try not to miss gazing into my eyes too much. You told me I had to. Indeed, but you stared for long after you needed to. You're always staring at me, aren't you? And what if I am? And what if I am? And what if... And what if I am? I've got you wrapped around my finger, little mortal. And what if I said I didn't mind that? I would say that you're making a mistake, obviously. The only place I'll lead you is your doom. Remember that. Doom schmoom, we're gonna kiss. Let's see if I'd say anything. Yeah, let's be a little burdensome. And how did you come to that conclusion? Oh, I just said I had him wrapped around my finger. You're like a little puppy that I'm leading around by the collar. So you wish to collar me? Understandable. I would look fantastic in a collar. That is true. Who look hot? What? It's the reviews. It's the reviews. I bet you would. I'm leaving now. Try not to get into too much trouble while I'm gone. Night night, Mr. Grim Reaper. You could at least try to sound a little scared. I can't. You're hot. By the way, I'm assuming I can't tell people about you? Absolutely not. If I found out you ever told others of this, there would be hell to pay. Like anyone at all? Do you really have a death wish? Maybe I just like pushing your buttons. You are truly infuriating. Thank you. By the way, I can't believe you changed your profile picture to that. You and your edgy teenager-like ass. I do not see what is funny about it. I don't want to be contacted. A solid black picture seemed to convey that. It definitely did. I feel like you're being sarcastic, but I will allow it this once. Go, rest. You may not feel it, but your mind will need it after what happened. Nice to know you care. Or don't, and suffer for it later. Your choice. I don't care, either way. Such a heartwarming support. Thank you. I suppose I'll take it to heart this one time. I will take it eventually. My heart? Your heart, your soul, you entirely. That sounds like a kiss. That's a bold claim. No other shall have you. He wants to make out with us. Good night, sunshine. He wants to make out with us. He wants to kiss us. Guys, I'm gonna go feral. I'm gonna start freaking out. Day 3 complete. New items in the gallery. We're at 30 minutes, so I'm gonna keep going. Exciting. Today was a very strange day for you. As it turns out, the Grim Reaper is real. Real and video calling you like it's nothing. You spend the majority of the day at work unable to be productive. How could you be after such a revelation? As you get back to your apartment, you're feeling a little pent up energy. A little pent up with energy, and you decide to take the steps rather than the elevator. On the 5th floor? You're kind of crazy for that. Just as you reach your floor, you hear a loud bang, and a few people come out of their apartment to find out what happened. You later learn that the elevator had a malfunctioning cable and it snapped, plummeting multiple floors down. Suddenly, you're very glad to have walked. Dang, we're lucky. You water our plant? Yeah. Yay! You water it generously and feel excited this time that you didn't kill your plant instantly. Check on Bean. Bean's hanging out in your bed at the moment. You sit down and think about your aired history. How did you just come up with her name again? My cat's real name is after one of the characters I like. It's not actually Bean, but I call her Bean. Because my roommate started calling her Coffee Bean. Because she's a black cat, so we were like, Bean. So now she's just Bean. What's the best way to memorialize your favorite character? But in pet form, you love both beans dearly. You put your ear to the door, listening closely. You can hear something but it seems muffled. You wonder if you'll be able to hear better from your window. Eavesdrop! You push open the window, a cool night breeze blows inside. It feels nice. You look up at the stars above and think for a moment that being alive is truly worth it. Then you hear two voices next door, one light and airy and the other one deep and calm. Just like you, they seem to be watching the stars and can't help but feel under this such a big sky. Huh? You can't help but feel that under such a big sky, happening to be alive at the same time as people you care about is very special. The light voice speaks first. Isn't it beautiful? That's why I decided to rent this apartment. This view is amazing during the day, but nothing beats the sky at night. You are... It is very beautiful, the voice answers, sounding somewhat absent-minded. You've always loved the stars. Oh, you've always loved the stars, haven't you? The voice continues. Forever and ever, right? The light voice pauses for a moment. Actually, yes, as long as I can remember. I thought so. How could you guess? To be honest, I'm a little embarrassed to say it. I feel like I see the universe in your eyes. Sorry, it's a little corny. The two voices go quiet for a moment. You feel like those two people you've never met are too busy looking into each other's eyes to say anything. The deeper voice finally pipes up again. Do you believe in fate? The lighter voice answer but seems much smaller than usual. I'm not sure. I feel like you and I were always meant to meet. The voice, sorry, I don't know who's talking. The voice, cool like night above, cuts off. I don't want to hurt you, and I'm afraid that the same fate made us meet in the first place will cause you pain. Half of me wants you to stay, and the other half knows how selfish that sounds. Can't there be a third option? The light voice adds, barely in a whisper. A sigh escapes into the night air. I wish there was. It's getting late. I'd better head off. The voice slowly fades, and soon enough you hear the neighbor's door open and then close. That seemed to be everything you'll hear for the night. But you did get to thinking about fate and chance meetings and the budding feeling within your chest. Yeah, we're gonna make out with him. What? I didn't say that. Yeah, we are. New book. Rivari. You are akin to the moon and the stars and the oceans, boundless and free, shining and deep. You illuminate the dark and cradle the light. You rise and fall and follow your own path through the night. With a bottomless heart, you help those in need, even when such actions may cause you to bleed. So shine brightly and embrace the unknown, for in that magic you find your own. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, Bean. Let's look at the bed again. Your comfortable bed, but still a little early for sleeping. You can't but feel a little tired. Your sleep last night was... Well, it sounds like it wasn't good. Shallow at most. You spent most of the night tossing and turning from the day's revelations. As it turns out, the strange white-haired Grim Reaper role player you met is the actual Grim Reaper. Actually, the Grim Reaper was actually after your soul. Somehow, the more surprising thing is that you're rather than be scared, you feel attracted. 100%. You don't want to admit it, but you feel somewhat attracted to this man you know little about. His attitude is awful. I don't know why you keep saying his attitude's awful. I don't think he has an awful attitude. Oh, attitude. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm just a pessimist and have a very similar attitude. His personality is mediocre at best. No, it's cute. But somehow he's become rather charming in your eyes. You also like to tease him. A lot. True. You hope that in the days to come you'll learn more about him. You're somewhat concerned about what this budding spark may become, however. I don't know. So we did the door, we did this, we did the bed, we did Bean, we did the book. Yep, okay, let's go talk to Boo. We're gonna check our stuff first. Yeah, what did we get? Is it just the black box? Oh no, we got more stuff. Halloween sketches. Cute, very cute. Very cute. Let's go to the chat room. Yeah. Let's start talking to our Pokey Bear. Got any leads? Take that as a no then. Unless it's a yes and you're just ignoring me. You wouldn't do that, right? I said I might perhaps tell you. Ah, the man of the hour. I really am always on your mind, aren't I? If I had a hot, allegedly British man with pretty boy aesthetic. I would totally be always thinking about him. Try again. Yeah, thinking about you a lot. What about it? I'm a little concerned with the amount of time you spend fantasizing about death. Fraternizing, well, I'm doing that too. There's an interesting thought. Is the Grim Reaper literally death? I bring death. I represent death. I quite like death. But that's not the same. See it as you will. Whether I am literally death or not is up to interpretation. You seem a little too lively to be called death incarnate. I like the idea of you being literal death. You seem a little too lively. But either way, we're getting off topic here. So, you're so very demanding. To make a long story short, there's 110% something wrong with you. Wow, you just came out and said it. You wanted to know, so I told you. Simple as that. You could say it a little more nicely. How else would I tell you? There's literally something wrong with you. You're abnormal. You're an abnormal mortal. The bully becomes the bullied. Sometimes in life it's better to just say things how they are. Don't you mean in death? Since when are you the spokesperson on living? You are still living, are you not? Or maybe I'm a flesh-eating zombie on my way to munch you. That is where your brain goes? We're having a serious discussion here. Brains. You have the humor of a child. You don't think I'm some mutant superhuman, do you? I absolutely do not. Whew. Well, how do I put this lightly? Are you being considerate of me right now, Grim? I'm about to tell you your bad news, so I'm trying to be nice. Grim being nice? What has the world come to? Okay, maybe I shouldn't care about how you feel, my bad. So it's very bad news. Am I dying? Oh god, Grim, I'm too young to die. No, you aren't dying. If you were, that would be fantastic news. It's worse than dying? What? Just let me explain. There's something wrong with your soul, okay? My soul, is it broken? I wouldn't say that exactly. What would you say exactly then? Come on, tell me. You're awfully pushy, aren't you? Something is wrong, that's all I have to say to you. I need more time to look further, then I may or may not tell you more. Great, I'm dying of broken soul disease. What does that change for me? No, I like great. Now I'm dying of broken soul disease. You aren't dying. I told you as much already. I think you should see a doctor about your memory issues, if anything. Also, you don't have broken soul disease. That's not even a thing. Another ridiculous assumption from another ridiculous mortal. Oh, from my ridiculous mortal. Your mortal. It is correct. You are a mortal under my watch. Ugh, he made it less fun. You're sweeping me off my feet here, Grimmy. You're my guardian angel. I see how you can how you would mistake me for an angel, yes. But please don't forget, I am planning your demise. I will forget that as much as I need to. A devil in disguise as an angel is a little poetic. Or a little stupid. I am neither an angel nor a devil. Devils are not nearly as handsome as me. And they smell. How do I know you don't smell? I suppose you must take my word for it. Or you could prove it. Oh, I will. You will smell the scent of death itself soon enough when I come for your life. Started off so well for a second there. Not gonna lie, the scent of death sounds like it smelled kind of bad. Huh? How and why would it smell bad? It sounds all earthy and rotting. It sounds sour and entirely unpleasant. No, earthy and rotting. I do not smell earthy and rotting. You should work on your description of your scent some more. Anyway, that's totally beside this point. I'm freaking out about my broken soul disease here. There's no need to freak out. Just go about your daily business. Just go about my business? That's what I said. Congratulations on your elementary level of reading. Is that really safe? What if I do something that puts my soul in danger? You didn't even know if something was wrong with it until like 2 minutes ago. You've survived until now. I don't believe anything will happen if you keep acting as per usual. I suppose that makes sense. Obviously, I said it, after all. Your smug little attitude is annoying, but it makes me less stressed somehow. Seeing as you don't think that maybe it's not. Yeah, your smug little attitude. To be honest, this is just proof that you should listen to me more often. I know best. You're capable of making jokes, Grim? Of course I am capable of something as simple as a joke. Do you take me for a fool? I'm not going to answer that. So, you think you know what's best for me? Yes. The guy trying to kill me knows what's best for me. Right. Thank you for agreeing so readily. That wasn't me agreeing. It sounded like an agreement to me. You're totally twisting the meaning of my words. You literally said the guy who's trying to kill me knows best for me. Right. That's an agreement. Asshole. You're so annoying. Thank you. All of that rubbish aside, how are you feeling today? Am I also supposed to be British? I didn't do that, so cry. Do not concern yourself with my welfare. I'll do whatever I want. Am I not allowed to feel worried? Why bother feeling worried? Why would I not? Because it is entirely unnecessary. Think on something else instead. Perhaps you could think up a bucket list of things you would like to do before you perish. For what is rightfully mine will soon be in my possession. You're being edgy again. I'm simply being myself. Yeah, edgy. You got 3 days left. Not including today. Have you even been trying? None of your business. I'd say it is, actually. Anyway, we can worry about my impending doom later. It's a rather pressing issue, you know. As is your health. Fine. If you're really curious, I'm feeling just great, actually. Which makes absolutely no sense. I have not rested or eaten, nor had a chance to meditate. And I feel good as new. Well, sounds like good news to me. It is confusing news. I do not like being confused. I prefer to feel unwell and know why than suddenly feel good and be left wondering how. Maybe my presence is healing for you. If anything, your presence only hastens my tiredness. You say that, but I know you don't mean it. What made you unwell anyway? My soul was becoming unbalanced. A soul can do that? Usually no, but for Grim Reaper, maintaining balance is essential. What happens if you don't keep it balanced? You die. A Grim Reaper can die? Indeed, death comes to everyone, eventually. You're not immortal? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I do not age, if that's what you're asking. I cannot be killed under normal circumstances, but my soul can be corrupted with taint or the light, and I will simply fade away. The taint? The light? You know too much already. But you're just gonna take my soul anyway, right? What does it matter if you tell me the truth? I suppose it may be somewhat nice to talk to someone about it. I'm good at listening. Oh, good at asking too many questions. Fine. I must maintain a balance of light and dark in my soul to continue my existence. When I take a soul, I take a part of its darkness. If their soul is difficult, it only worsens the effect on myself. This is the taint. When I spare someone or spend too much time in the mortal realm, then my soul tips towards the light. In this case, a soul I took 2 days ago also refused to move on to the afterlife, and it resulted in a struggle. The weight of the taint tilted my soul towards the darkness. I'm glad I don't have to do all that to live. It sounds complicated. My continued survival is complicated, yes, but I have a handle on it. I've survived all this time after all. I'm glad you're feeling better then. My soul should not be balanced yet, but it is, ever since I linked our minds. I guess it was me after all. Fantastic work on my part. No, there must be another explanation, and I will find it. Later, though. Actually, I had a question. Are any of the reasons such strange things happen to me keep happening to me every day? Define strange. There's a lot. Pianos falling from windows right in front of me. Yes, that was me. Why? Because I'm trying to take your soul. You know this. I know you know this. So why play dumb? I just thought, a Grim Reaper would have a cooler way of taking someone's soul. I cannot simply take your soul before your human body dies. It's against the rules. When it's your time, you will die, and I will collect the soul from your dying body. Then why try to kill me? Why not wait for nature to take its course? Nature was meant to take its course with you years upon years ago. Oh. So that's why stuff like that keeps happening to me, is I'm supposed to be dead right now. Yet here you are. Oh. So I'm supposed to be dead? Yes. Says who? Says me, and the list I have with your name on it. Maybe it's someone else with the same name? Does this have something to do with fate? Yes, fate says you must die, and your continued existence goes against that. Well, maybe fate isn't absolute then. You question the very foundation of this world. I'm still here. Yeah, I'm a paradox. I'm alive. If fate was absolute, I'd be dead right now. What you said holds something to think about. So, you're really just trying to kill me in totally random ways? Yes. Is that how you usually do things? Of course not. Like I said, nature usually takes its course. People die the way they're supposed to. The way they are destined to from the moment they are born. In your case, you need a bit of a push. Has anyone else ever needed a bit of a push? No. It's just you. It's always been just you. That almost sounds romantic. In a way, I suppose it is. You are destined for me. I am the hunter, and you are my prey. And we will be locked to one another until one of us wins. Which will be me, of course. Even if it kills me in the process. Wait a second. What is that? It is me. And here I thought it was supposed to be me. Yeah, why not? Obviously it's you. Where did it come from? I sent it. Did you draw it yourself? What do I look like I have the time to draw? You have the time to message me. That is a fair comment. No, I did not draw it. I commissioned a mortal artist for it. You commissioned someone? He stands up for the rights of artists. Yes. Do you see the likeness? It's cute. Usually I would agree, however, in this case, I believe cute. However, usually I would argue, however, in this case, I believe cute is the right term. It has compounded all my handsomeness into a cute roundness. I tip the artist as they did a good job. Anyway, you sent a human a photo of yourself? How else would they capture my likeness? Isn't that not against your Grim Reaper rules? Whether it is or not does not matter. So it is. Perhaps. However, bending the rules is sometimes necessary. Are you bending the rules by talking to me? You are clever, Kay. Sometimes too clever. Yes, I am forbidden from speaking to mortals, let alone one whose souls I seek. Breaking all the rules for me then, huh? For you, don't be ridiculous. I've broken them only for myself. Wow, breaking my heart over here. Good. You shouldn't fool yourself into believing things that simply cannot be true. So you have that blushing emote? Is there any more? I've received a few depicting a wide range of emotions. Did you pose when you took the photos? Naturally, how else would the mortal been able to capture such beauty? Oh my god! Then that means... What? What are you so excited about? You pouted in this picture? You should have sent it to me. Why would I send that to you? You do remember that I work as an artist full-time, right? I could have drawn it for you, for free even. I'm definitely not trying to convince you to take my soul here. I would not ask that of you. Even a mortal deserves to be paid for labor. Oh, that's surprising coming from you. Still, my talents are at your command. I will keep it in mind for the next time I need an artist, if there is a next time in the next few days you have left on this plane of existence. So, can I see the photo? Why? Because I want to see it. Oh, you know what? Once again, I'm proving to be an excellent problem solver. Make sure you pick up, okay? Yo, he's gonna hang up on us. You're getting rather demanding, mortal. Start pouting, pretty boy. What are you talking about? I want to see you pout. Excuse me? Go on. Pout already. What? No. Why? Then send me the picture instead. I will not. Come on, I want to see you pout. The emoji you sent was really cute. Too bad. You called me for this. You called the literal Grim Reaper to see him pout. It is very important. This is a pointless waste of time. I see I'll have to take this up a notch. Commencing phase 1 of trying to embarrass Grim. This is stupid. Ugh. What? I said pout, not look surprised. Don't worry about it. You're rather insistent, aren't you? I'm always insistent about things I want. Of all the things you could want, you choose that? Alright, no need to judge. What would you pick if you could have anything? You're so... Wait. Something other than my soul. Well, a holiday, I suppose. A holiday? That's what it's called, right? When a mortal takes a break from their work requirements. Wait, have you ever been on a holiday? Don't lie to me. There's no way you've never had a holiday. I have had days off to recover from being unbalanced, but I've never experienced time away from my duties for pure recreation. That can't be true. I told you I cannot lie. You cannot? Or you will not? I cannot. I'm not able to. What part do you not understand? This is some weird Grim Reaper magic thing, right? It is not magic, we're simply bound by oath. I physically cannot speak a lie. Whoa, okay, like actually? Yes, like actually. How many times must I repeat myself? Don't smile like that. You don't even think about using this to your advantage. You can't stop me. Oh, this is the best. You know, I can still refuse to answer your questions. My oath doesn't force me to speak, only not to tell lies. Where to start? Do you believe in love at first sight? What, you want to play 20 questions now? So is that a yes or a no? No. Do you cuddle Azariel in bed? What? Why do you care? Do you cuddle with Azariel while you're in bed? Yes or no, Grim? Let's talk about something else. You do! No answer is... Oh, that's me. No answer is still an answer. Nothing wrong with that. Is it any of your business? No, but I am enjoying it anyway. Grim cuddling his teddy. He is not a teddy. That is utter disrespect towards Zariel and will not be tolerated. Oh wow, you're completely serious. Very. So, pineapple on pizza? Of course, pineapple was created by the gods to be placed on pizza. I don't personally care, dude. I know that pineapple on pizza is such a big argument for people. I would like you to consider the third option of I just don't like pineapple. So I don't care either way. Yeah, sure, why not? Put it on there if you want. I knew you were a smart man. Glad you recognize it. Yeah, anything for you, boo-boo. Then... Do you think I'm captivating? I pass. So you think I'm captivating? You can't pass. I said pass. I refuse to play this infantile game any longer. Then, do you think I'm divine? Oh, for the love of... So no, I didn't say that, did I? Ha! I got you! Do you think about me often? You are all I think about right now, mortal, and it's aggravating. Have you ever been in love? I'm gonna... I adore him! I adore him! I adore him! I adore him. I'm so sorry, I punched the microphone again. I do not think so. You don't think so? I've simply never lived a life nor had the time to consider something like that. I'm too busy, and love and death do not tend to mix easily. I believe I mentioned it somewhat before. Do you wish you could? Fall in love? Why? For the happiness it brings? Why do I need someone else to be happy? That's fair. Well, you don't. Lots of people are happy alone, and that's okay too. It's just, you seemed lonely. Lonely, huh? You need not concern yourself over my loneliness. That is a part of being a Reaper. That's sad, actually. You can think what you wish for me. Neither yes or a no, I see. You may take of it what you wish. Alright then. Okay, have you ever kissed anyone? Dang. No, I've not been in love, and I would not kiss someone I did not love. Have you? Oh, have you? Me? No, the other person that I'm chatting to. Of course I mean you, mortal. Dang. Get me, king. Sorry, Grim. I don't kiss and tell. I think he'll appreciate the honesty since I've been asking him all these questions. Yeah, probably. Interesting. Then have you... Nope, it's still my turn, Kay. Oh, I thought this was an infantile game. It is. But if you get to play, so do I. Are you afraid? Afraid of what? Of me? No. No, why would I be? You should be. I'm not afraid of hot things. And if I'm supposed to already be dead, I don't see why I would be scared. Death is a part of life, for real. Like, I'm not... It's scary not knowing what would happen, but death itself is not fearful to me. Well, I'm not. You will change your mind when your soul becomes mine. I doubt it, but okay. I won't. To be honest, this has been fun. I will even have... Wait. I will even have... Huh? Will I even have anything left to do in life after chatting with a literal Grim Reaper for a week? Kind of the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. You are full of life, Kay. You would fill your life with plenty, I'm sure. Anyways, it's my turn again. What's your name? Your real name. I told you that information is classified. Really? I thought that you were lying. No, Kay. So you won't tell me? No, that would be risking my very position, therefore my life. I believe it's my turn. Have you felt anything unusual today? Unusual? How so? Just anything off. Okay, this is a little suspicious. What is it? What did you do? What makes you think I've done something? Well, have you? Intentionally? No. Grim. Whoopsies. Teehee. Teehee! Fucking teehee! What do you mean? It's that, the audio from, oh god, from Genshin. I can't even repeat it, but the character's like, ee-hee, and she's like, ee-hee! I wish I knew any of the words with her in Japanese, so I don't know it. But it's really funny. I hope you'll get what I'm talking about. You see, I seem to have left a very small portion of myself tethered to you. You what? A part of my soul seems to have remained after what happened yesterday. Yeah, sorry. How about you take it back? Don't you, like, need that? Wait a second. Have you been spying on me? I have absolutely not been spying on you. I already see far too much of you during my working hours. Seeing you any more than that would be too much. Then take it back already. I cannot, it's too risky. So, I just live with you spying on me forever. There won't be any spying. That piece of my soul is far too small for something like that. Well, that's certainly reassuring. Indeed it is. If another were to sense it on you, they would see I've already laid my claim. So this is a bond. You've like claimed me as your own. Okay. It's a mark against your soul. One that shows that you were touched by death itself. Yeah, it was. It'd be foolish to try and take something that belongs to somebody else. I wouldn't say that I belong to you. I don't mind being owned by you, Grimmy. You mean to be indecent, but if you are agreeing to be owned that easily... Huh? But if you agree to being owned that easily, know that that to be owned means I'll own all of you. That includes your soul. So are you agreeing to hand it over after all, mortal? I might pass again, sorry. To be honest, I don't mind the idea, though. If anyone was going to lay claim to me, I'd rather it be you. It doesn't seem like we know anyone anyways. And why is that? You're hot. I kind of like you, for some reason. You mess with my mind and my heart, then it's working. Honestly, being around you is very confusing. I don't know what I did wrong to deserve this fate. I can think of a better fate for you. I can't think of a better fate for you. Both of us have kind of shitty fates, huh? We're two peas in a pod. Yes, well, that's all good and well, but you're... I'm what? You know what? I have something I need to do. You can't just leave me without telling me what you're gonna say. I can, and I will. It is exactly what I plan to do. Boo! I'm not scared. That was a poor attempt to frighten me. No, I didn't mean... You know what? Fine. I'll get you next time. Good night, sunshine. I'm gonna... I love when he calls me sunshine. I enjoyed talking to you. I did too. No, I want to send a message. Nerd. Good night, cutie. Day 4 completed. Wow. New items added to the gallery. On your way home from work, you decide to stop at a local coffee shop for your favorite beverage. You decide against going to your usual store, instead stopping by one a little closer to your apartment. Except when you enter, you find it's totally empty. Confused, you decide to leave just in time for the building to erupt into flames. When the entire truck arrives, you learn that the building was evacuated over leaky gas pipe, but they forgot to lock the door when they left. Whoops. They're amazed you got out unscathed, but also confused at how the fire started, seeing as no one was there. Still, you were let go, and you made your way back to your apartment, smiling to yourself. Though Grim is still after your soul, at least he doesn't let anyone else get caught in the crossfire. I know, he's so baby girl. Okay, let's go through our little check. Bean is sleeping on your bed for the moment. You sit down next to her and think back on your history with pets. My first pet was a cat named Cleo. She was a very good cat, loved treats and sunbaking. You smile down at Bean. You're very happy you have her in your life. Earlier today, Bean was looking a little ill, but she's perked up a little after spending a little time around you. Strange. Your plant is growing healthily. You give it a big drink of water, excited about its growth. You hear footsteps in the hallway. You wonder if it's your neighbors again. Eavesdrop! Putting your ear to the door, you hear a knock at the apartment next to yours. There's a pause. 10 seconds go by, then 30. Then it's been about a minute before you even realize it. No one answers the door. You hear a sigh in the hallway beyond. Are you in there? A deep voice starts. Sorry for taking off like that last night and not answering your texts. That voice, which you've come to know as calm and composed, sounds strained, vulnerable. I didn't mean to worry you, the voice continues, but I needed some time alone, and things have been on my mind, and I don't want to burden you with it. I've never been very good at talking to you about things, not that you'd know that. The hall falls silent for a moment, broken by the sound of distant traffic. I've been keeping some things from you, some things I didn't want to share, but that's never gone well for either of us. So, I know why you don't want to talk right now, but you can come and find me and I'll tell you everything. When you're ready, and only if you want to. Silence again. You keep listening quietly, but the door never opens. Then the same voice rises for the final time. I really want to change. I really want to get things right just this once. Footsteps, they're slow and heavy. You can almost feel the weight of their emotions in each step. Then all is quiet. Dang, there's a whole soap opera going on outside. Check our books. What book do we have today? Affirmations. You are made of love. No amount of fear can dissolve that. No pain destroy it. No hatred diminish it. No anguish drown it. No loneliness replace it. You are kind and caring and deserve happiness. You are love. You are capable of change, of growth. You deserve the life you desire. You are not your mistakes or failures, and you are greater than the sum of your experiences. If you do not already know it, I hope you can come to love yourself, because you are everything. You are love. Gorgeous. I love that. Okay. Once again, we've reached the end of, that was the end of 2 days, actually. That was 3 and 4. So, and I'm at an hour, and I'm getting eepy. I'm getting big eeps. So, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I don't know how much of this game is left, if I'm being honest with you. If I'm being so honest. Let me see if I can figure out how long it is. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, obviously there's 7. I don't know why I looked it up. So we did what? Up to 4? So maybe we can, this will probably be 1 or 2 more videos. So that's so fun. I'm excited. This is so baby girl. So we saved it, right? Just doing it again, just in case. Okay, so we have 1 or 2 more videos of this left. I really hope you're enjoying it. I am loving it. I love it. I forget how much I love dating sims, and then I go and I play them, and I'm like, oh, and I don't, like, I think I was talking about it with a friend, but, like, I barely ever see dating sims anymore. And if I do, it's so once in a while. Like, I think, what's it called? Sucker for Love. Sucker for Love is actually coming out with a new one at some point. I haven't checked on that, but it's supposed to have a new one. So I'm excited about that. I might play that one too. But yeah, like, you barely see people play the dating sims. Like they did, I know like Honey Pop was popular, and Dream Daddy was popular, and what else was popular? The second Honey Pop. I don't really know, but I just really like being able to come and play good dating sims, not like freaking Super Seducer or something like that. I don't care, like that one. Ugh, okay, I love these are so cute, and they make my little heart rattle. Eee! So I'm excited to get to share dating sims on my channel, because I freaking love dating sims, and I haven't seen any in so long. At some point we're gonna play what was the other one that I thought of? I'm so excited to play High School Dreams. I saw it when I was like a kid. I think when I was like 13, 14. And I have only seen like 2 routes. And there's like 5 boys in that. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. And then we're gonna do Monster Prom. I've played a lot of Monster Prom, but I don't remember most of it because it's been forever since I played it. And then the new one that I'm really excited for, oh, it's not new, it's also old. Another old one I had was Hottiful Boyfriend, which is like a bird. It's like a bird dating sim. We're gonna play a bird dating sim. We're gonna date a bunch of birds. So I hope you're super excited, and I hope you had fun today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.